Hi guys, Vano here. So it's gonna be a quick video on if you should pull Himeko XP or not, or Himeko Nova, I guess. So if you like the character, just pull and have fun because I pulled Himeko just because I like her as a character and I have no regrets pulling her. And for meta wise, well, I'm just gonna give you guys a short answer. She is good if you get her signature. I think her signature is really important. Without her signature, she does fall off when it comes to damage and everything, especially in single target. Like, her kit already is weak in single target, and if you don't have her weapon or light cone, it's even worse. It's miserable, I'm gonna be honest as well. The good thing about Himeko Nova is she requires characters that most of the teams don't even care, like Sunday, Welt, and I guess Morton X Blade is not. I think he's an exception because the Blade is really good. He's like a universal support, so I'm not gonna talk too much about him. But from a meta point, she is a good unit, but you have to do investment. Like, the Lycon investment is a really big deal for her. I think the damage increase from her Lycon is like something like 25 to close to 30%. Without her Lycon, it really is bad, and you don't have too many good alternate options. Even though the Herda Lycon and the Battle Pass icons are decent, it's not on par with Sega, trust me. Especially if you don't have a E4 wealth lying around. If you have a E4 wealth, then yes, maybe you could, maybe say, okay, I don't need a Sig, but not everybody's gonna have E4 wealth. Trust me, I have been playing this game from day one and I don't have one, so I can 100% say it's not easy to have a E4 wealth. So if you are gonna invest in Himeko teams, at least for another 2 or 3 patches, please try to get her Sig. It will make a big difference on her gameplay and her overall damage. Now for the teammates, like I said, I think you have 3 ways to play her, or 3 different team archetypes or setups you can go with. One setup I think is the easiest setup and everybody should try to go for is the Verdict setup with Himeko Nova, Sparkle, Sunday, and Danny. I think Danny is a really good sustainer for her and the best sustainer. Unless you go vertically into her, is probably her best sustainer for now at least. This team is easy because you just spam her as a skill. That's it. You just spam as a skill. You just spam her ultimate. It's not like an infinite loop, but you just get so much value for the characters you own. I think the only character that most people not gonna have is maybe Sunday or Sparkle if they have not played the game or they have not reached the free characters. Then yeah, Danny you could pull if you want from the current rerun if you don't own it, but I will not recommend it just because Pearl might be on the corner and yeah, Himeko can run other sustains. It's just Danny is best because you get value from the assist skill and stuff like that, and that's it. And for Verdict team, you just turn off your brain and just play the game, and even in auto battle you probably can get 2 or 3 cycles in most of the end games without any difficulty, just because this setup is strong and the most of the characters are pretty good with Himeko's setup. That's why I think Verdict setup, if you have the characters, is probably the easiest. Not the highest damage, just you just spam your ult. It's just an infinite. It's not infinite loop, but you can just infinitely do damage without any downtime. Now for the decimation setup with Wealth and Morton X Blade, I think this setup is really hard. You need to know what you're doing. Also, this is the one setup where you need to fight enemies with more, at least like 5 enemies or like more than 3 enemies, just because you have to hit the enemies so you can get the assist kill much faster. Like the Verdi setup, you just need to do 2 ultimates and you can get an extra assist kill. While playing the decimation setup, you need to hit the enemy 6 times, so you need to hit multiple enemies. If you hit multiple enemies, you get faster stacks and you can get the assist kill much faster. So you can spam the assist kill on allies a little bit better, especially with the Wealth setup. Also in this team, if you have Wealth above E2, it's better, especially if you have E2 Wealth or E4 Wealth, the damage goes up even higher. Without that, the team does struggle even with damage. That's why I think the Verdict setup is so much easier, because you only need easier characters. You don't need to rely on Ironlords or their Lycons, except Himeko Nova herself. So yeah. Now for the mismatch team with Verdict and Decimation, this setup is only good against pure fiction enemies in my opinion, or in Anom with really good speed tuning. Like, you need to speed tune for this team in my opinion, and you need to know what you're doing. So if you're a casual player, I will not recommend this team. But if you want to run a mismatch team, I think the 2 characters you need to have again is going to be Welt and the flipping Blade. Then you're just going to put in a Verdict unit like RMC, uh, Himeko Nova, Sunday, and Danny. I think these 3 units are really good. And for the Verdict team, you just need to have Welt and the flipping Blade. Then you're just gonna put in a Verdict unit like RMC, Himeko Nova, Sunday, and Danny. I think these 3 units are really good. And for the mismatch team, I think the 2 characters you need to have again is gonna be Welt and the flipping Blade. Then you're just gonna put in a Verdict unit like RMC, Sunday or anyone just to get the verdict set up, or even Danny to get the verdict set up so you can get the big damage with your Himeko. It's a little bit hard, but it is good. It's still hard to pull off in my opinion. Now for vertical investment, you just invest vertically into Himeko. Get her sig first. Her sig is really good. Her E1, E2 are good for future investment in my opinion. If you get her now with E2, you can just get so many. Like if you get E2, her team building goes through the roof because you can run Siraidra M Blade without any delay, any downtime. It's really, really broken. So if you get E2, yeah, she does become like a different character, just like Cyrene. But if you don't have E2, it's fine. Either or S1, Himeko can clear all the current end game. That includes Aenom Knights. Aenom King is still hard. I don't think you can 3-star Aenom King, but you can still 3-star the rest. And yeah, I think that's a pretty big achievement for a newly released character. So if you found this character, Himeko Nova, a cool character, pull her. I don't think you're gonna regret it. It's a cool character, a strong character, but pull her sig, invest vertically a little bit better, and you should be fine. Also, I just did a 1 cycle on this MOC night. I mean, what is it? The revert side, and it was pretty easy. I had even a lot of time left. It's actually kind of funny. You can't think about it. It's Reaver. This bastard literally stalls forever, and I was able to get 1 star, and I was pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie. Overall, if you found Himeko a cool character or her gameplay, just pull and use her. I don't think you're gonna regret. And yeah, that's it, guys. Overall, I will 100% recommend anybody to pull Himeko if they like the character. Otherwise, just skip and try to get the upcoming characters. Also, if you compare her to Elation team, I do think she's a little bit weaker than Elation early investment teams, but it's Elation, man. They're literally like flagship bullshit, everybody. While Himeko doesn't even have a best in slot support yet. So if they do give Sunday a Nova Flare, I think she could be like even stronger in the future. So just keep that in mind as well, okay? Most of her teammates are just cheap as hell. So yeah, that's the reason why her power is a little bit low compared to some of the other units with, best in slot sound and everything. So yeah. So hope you guys found this video helpful. And if you did, leave a like and bye. Have a great day, guys.